Player, babe. I grew up with Dre and Faith. I done seen the realest ones come and leave a crazy way. Had to pay my spot, it wasn't something they just gave away. Sorry to all my fans, they might have called me on a crazy day. And you gon' think it trying to block me on a fadeaway. I've been on this shit.
Good morning. Hey y'all, my name is Adrian and we focus on everything fitness, wellness, lifestyle over here. We are actually on our way to an event. A few vlogs back I talked about wellness on a budget and how a lot of people throw events and stuff, but there's this Pilates instructor. I've actually been to a couple of her classes before. And if you ever have a Pilates instructor that you like, you definitely should follow them on Instagram, because she's doing an event today. So she started this community called Pilates and Lattes, and I'll leave her Instagram here. Yeah, you should definitely follow your favorite instructors, yogis, everything on Instagram, because they probably always do some sort of like free class, community class or whatever. But this is like her community that she created with somebody else, another girl, and we're doing Pilates in the park today, and then afterwards we're gonna go and get lattes. I don't know if I'm gonna go like to the coffee shop that they're going to, but we're definitely gonna go. But yeah, it's gonna be a cute vibe. I'm meeting my friend there. I brought my tripod, I got all my stuff. I thought I initially like woke up late at first. Well, I did wake up late. I woke up at like 8:10 and it starts at 8:30, but the actual like Pilates flow doesn't start until 9 o'clock. But yes, let me try to find parking. This is actually a really beautiful park. I've never been here before.
Natural disasters. My baby is moved around me. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me. Every time I look into your eyes, I see it. You're all I need. Every time I get a bit inside, I feel it. Feels like I can shoot. And I swear it's real. Feels like I can shoot. Will you ever know you don't know my name? And when we make love, you don't know my name. Your cries that can be heard from far and wide. It's only the two of us. You don't know my name. Everything I need between those stars.
Hey guys, guess who I'm with? He ended up getting this little peach drink from Carrot Express. So good. But we're in the downtown area, just walking around getting some steps in. I am so hungry. We ended up going to Sky Coffee, and that Greek yogurt, it just didn't hit the spot, honey. I need some meats and potatoes or something substantial. He had like a haircut appointment, and I'm just over here walking by Bayfront because it's near there. Usually I have stuff to talk about, but I really don't. I'm telling you, I always have something to say out my mouth about, but right now I don't. Let me show y'all something. This is actually a really cute place to come and get engaged. Like, just imagine this. Okay, you have it set up right here where that corner is. hearts, roses, candles, will you marry me? And then he tells you, honey, take off your shoes. And y'all both got y'all toes in the sand. And then he's like, will you? Perfect location. Even right here, honestly, this is a good location too, because you're still getting like that waterfront view. Like, come on. So I ended up going to the class with Ariel, and she's a yoga instructor. Anyways, we were just talking because afterwards we went to the Sky Coffee, and I was like, girl, I lost weight. And what's crazy is that, like, yes, my weight loss was intentional, but I feel like it was just a lot easier because I don't have that stress of nursing school. And like, I didn't say that at first, but she even said it, like, 'cause she was in school at one point, and she was saying how because she doesn't have that stress there, she kind of lost it, kind of like just naturally. And I was telling her how easy it has been to lose weight without being in nursing school, you know. I will say, like, if you are stressed or you have a stressor, like, try your best to do yoga, calm down, get your cortisol levels low. Because I feel like for the past year and a half, my cortisol levels have always been like super high, and I just never really took into account how stress could really affect, you know, your body. And what's crazy is that whenever I would get anxiety, I noticed that I was like munching a lot, like munching chips, cookies, all the unhealthy things. And I feel like now that I'm done with that sector of nursing and nursing school, it's just my life is just, I feel like, a lot more calmer in my head. It's just always a constant noise in the back of your head, like what to do, what assignments do I need to get done, blah blah blah, whatever. Even if you work like a high stressful job, like honestly even being a nurse or like sales or something where you're always on and always working, that stuff impacts your health for real. When I was younger, I never really was this much or this in tune with my body beforehand until like now. Maybe it's because I'm older, and maybe I'm taking more time to just like sit down and listen to my body. But I think that's the difference between fitness in your 20s and fitness in your 30s, is that you are a lot more intentional with just your goals and the things you put into your mouth, the movements that you do. I understand how important your spine is and how important spinal mobility is. Honestly, it's time to go home. I'm like all sweaty and sticky. Hey guys, good morning. It is a few days later and I'm in my bikini. We're about to do a weigh-in or just a check-in. So we're gonna measure ourselves, we're gonna weigh in, and then I'm gonna tell you what's going on, what we're doing. I know there may be some people who are subscribed to my channel just to follow along with the journey, so I don't want to leave y'all hanging and I want to give y'all all the details. This is what we're looking like. So my iPad is dead right now and I don't have the numbers to compare it to, but when I edit this I'm gonna put my past numbers there and then I'm gonna do it. This is cold, oh my gosh, why is this so cold? Okay, this is 28. Am I doing this right? It's here. Yeah, I think it's here. So this is like 30. This is like 34 and a half. 27 and a half. I feel like I was at 27 and a half last time. 38. $127.9. I decided that I was going to take you guys on a what I eat in a day today, just so you can get a gist of like what I'm eating and my calories and all of that. Currently right now I am drinking a black tea. So this is the Yorkshire. I try to say it in like a, oh, this hat is killing me. Okay, I try to say it in like a little London UK accent, but this is Yorkshire tea, and then I have some milk. I am still on my cut. I noticed that the first go round it was very hard for me mentally to cut out all the foods and stuff. I have been seeing results. I did see results before I went to Memphis and Dallas. Maybe the week prior, I felt like my weight loss was very stagnant, right? So I just decided, because I started looking up things, and some people were saying that whenever you go on a cut, you can only be on a cut anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks or 4 to 8 weeks or something like that, and then you need to go back to your maintenance calories. So when I went to Memphis and Dallas, I decided that I wasn't going to track. I was just going to have fun. When I got back from Memphis and Dallas, I was like 128. I was like 128.8, so almost back to 129 or 130, close to where I was when we started. And it was a little depressing, but I just didn't let that get me down. I had decided that I was going to really do this, like really lock in. So like for the past week, I have been like meal prepping and like really like on top of measuring out my food and staying in a calorie deficit. And it's only been a week, you know, so it hasn't been that long. So I've decided that I was going to just like really commit to this cut and do it for like 4 to 6 weeks to see, you know, how my body changed. What has changed now is that I have been implementing more volume eating, because I noticed beforehand I would be hungry. Before then, I would eat dinner at like 6 and I would be hungry, like wanting another meal by like 9 p.m. And I noticed it's because I wasn't volume eating. Like I wasn't eating a lot of greens, a lot of sweet potatoes, a lot of potatoes and things that is going to make you feel full. Like I was eating enough protein, but I wasn't eating enough fiber. First meal of the day will be when we get back from the gym. We're back from the gym and we are about to have our first meal. It is 12:11, and I forgot to mention that I typically have something to eat before I go to the gym, like half a banana or maybe berries, but it typically just depends on how I'm feeling. So if I'm hungry before I go, I'll eat. Today I wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat, but right now I am starving. Okay, once you got everything situated on your food scale, you want to turn it on, and then this is when we're going to start measuring out our food. So for chicken breast, we're going to do 3 ounces. So this is a little bit less than 3 ounces, so I'm just going to go in and adjust that. So I'm going to change the measurements to grams, and then we're going to add our sweet potato. I'm adding this stuff first because I do have to pop it in the microwave. So we're at 112 grams, which is pretty much almost double. I'm just going to go adjust it because I had a pretty heavy workout today. So we're going to just do 112. And then we're going to heat this up in the microwave. So we have 102 grams of cottage cheese. Sometimes I go over just a little bit, but if I go over a drastic amount like I did with the sweet potatoes, I always go in and adjust it. So 43 grams of protein, 415 calories. And then one thing I like about this app is that it'll tell you how many calories you have allotted for lunch and for dinner.
Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. Let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'm a ice boy, we all like Pesky. I'ma at you like Leslie. Hit the dance floor, get nasty, impress me. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. Shake an ass in the club with your homegirls. Take a pic for the gram, show the whole world. Yeah. Is that your bestie? I'm a ice boy, we all like Pesky. I'ma at you like Leslie. Hit the dance floor.
Hey y'all, good morning. We are headed to the South Point Pier Park. I have decided during this lock-in that I was going to start running, but I've ran on the treadmill a couple times and it wasn't that bad, so I was like, you know, let me actually get out and run. My goal today is just to run 1 whole mile. So that's it, that's all. We're here, but I'm gonna report back once we're done to let y'all know my time and how I did. Yeah, I'm excited. Your girl is back. My outdoor run was 26 minutes and 13 seconds in total, 2 miles in total. And my first run, well, my first mile was 11:40, so that's pretty good. And then my second mile was 14:22, and that's honestly pretty good if I count the amount of times I stopped to walk. So it's been some time later. I know y'all probably like, why she got on this hat? Girl, because I just don't feel like doing my hair. I go get my hair done next week, next Tuesday to be exact. So I was actually trying to go to the grocery store. Well, we have a market downstairs and usually they have ripe bananas, and so I was gonna try to see if I could buy one or buy a couple because I wanted to make banana bread. I love baking, and I was like, maybe I could make it. I have some bananas, but they're not ripe enough for a banana bread. I said I want to get into more of my hobbies on here, but we might have to table that for tomorrow. Oh, I did want to recap with y'all about the run. So I told myself that I wanted to run for 4 weeks before I bought any new running shoes, because here's the thing with me. I have like a hyperfixation of a hobby, right? I will go and buy all of everything. Let me give you a quick story. So this was probably this time last year. I was trying to get into gardening. I didn't realize that in Florida, you can only garden certain things because it's so hot. So I went and spent like $150. I mean, it's a lot of money, but like not really, but it is. Anyways, I went to Lowe's, Home Depot. I bought mulch, I bought pots, potters, I bought seeds, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a plant mom. I bought basil, lavender, cilantro, every herb you could possibly think of, and I put it right out on that balcony. 5 days later, they were all dead. Yes. And I'm like, no, I didn't just spend $150 for these plants to die on me. So that just taught me a lesson. Like, you can't be hyper fixating on all these different things or on one thing and just buy all of this stuff. You need to take a moment to do your research. So when it comes to running, because I told my fiance I want new running shoes, and he was like, yeah, but you don't run. And I'm like, so buy them for me, I don't care. But he was like, but you don't run. And I'm like, you know what, you have a point. So yeah, today was my first day running. I plan to run twice a week. no more than that. I don't want to be like a distance runner or anything. I think 2 miles is probably the soft spot for me, but who knows? We don't know. We may get to, you know, 3 and 4 miles somewhere down the road. But today is September 4th, so October 4th, if I'm still running, I'm gonna go and get fitted for some shoes. Good morning. We are about to go to the gym in just a little bit, but first I'm gonna eat something. Actually, I'm really not hungry. I really don't feel like going to the gym today, but I'm gonna go anyway. But y'all, somebody came to the rescue and they found some ripe bananas. So we're gonna make some banana bread, but we're gonna do some banana bread muffins.
They like, what he on? This is Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a nigga gone. I need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, and don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on the bitch, and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled, cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah, then. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
It is sometime later, and as promised, we are gonna make our banana bread. But you can make this exact recipe, and I'll leave it linked somewhere. I don't know, editing Adrian will figure this out. But I am not gonna make a banana bread because this is how big a loaf pan is, and honestly this is just too much for me to make for just me and Daniel. But I want to do muffins because I made this recipe before and it was so good, y'all. It was so moist, I couldn't stop eating it. So I'm gonna make it into muffins this time to see how that'll do. This is the pan that I'm using. This is from Williams Sonoma, and last time I made muffins I did I filled every other muffin tin up, and they were like bakery style. Last time I made this, I made it with chocolate chips. I feel like it was missing something. Like, even though it was good and it was moist, it was missing something. So I got some milk chocolate chips to top off a few of the muffins, but I have some chopped walnuts, and I'm just going to sprinkle them in there and throughout the batter and stuff. You guys will see. So that's the only thing that I'm changing as far as the recipe. But yeah, that's it, girl. Let's bake. I'm excited.
That you put me through. Really hate that I give a fuck. Pressing my mind, I don't wanna pick up. We know enough will never be enough. I lay out the gas, she keep calling my love. And baby diving deeper and deeper. She don't believe me when I tell her that I need her. Guess I should've stayed where I belong.
Creaming the butter and sugar together, if you don't have a mixer, it's gonna take some time. Okay, I have it creamed. This is about as good as it's gonna get for me.
I'm losing sleep. Maybe everybody on my dream. Maybe I'd be better on the run. But I'm fishing like a game of survival. Wanted my dying power title. Couldn't even work. When I'm just end up alone.
What I like to do is let it sit to the side for a while, just for about 5 to 10 minutes. I've seen like an experienced baker, she said she likes to do this to allow all the ingredients to incorporate, to allow the baking soda and the baking powder to activate.
You don't have to bring me good news. I just wanna see the little truth. You don't have to bring me good news. I just wanna see the little truth.
So it smells like banana bread. It smells very spicy. This is the inside. And this is pretty good. But damn, this is actually really good. This is really, really good. Like, it's not too sweet. I don't like my desserts too sweet. I feel like I can't really enjoy it because the sweetness level is just too much. It's really moist. I thought I'd overbake them. I'll give it a 9. I'm definitely gotta add way more nuts. Like, I need more crunch. Good morning. We are about to go, not really on a walk, but we're about to get ready and go get some green juice, and just, well, go get the green juice basically, and then we're gonna walk back. We're headed to our favorite place. I didn't know this was gonna be beets. I think she just gave me whatever they had. Hey guys, good morning. So it's the next day, and y'all know we love a good coffee shop, so we decided to come over here to Naughty Coffee. So we just got some oakberry acai. So good.